Today, we're going to talk about the three types of standards every sales organization needs to have in place to achieve maximum performance. Stay to the very end because I'm going to share with you what my team standards are and how you can use them in your sales organization. Hi, I'm McLean, and I have a real estate team, and I've had one for over the last 15 years, and we've sold over 5,000 homes and billions of dollars in real estate. And for many of us, we run sales teams, and all businesses have sales teams. And specifically in real estate, we run a sales organization. We don't make things and we don't have inventory. We may have listings that we call inventory, but we don't actually own the inventory. We don't own the assets. We are a sales machine, a sales manufacturing plant. And that's how I want you to think about. You have leads that come in and you need to produce something, and that's a sale at the other end of the spectrum. Now, I know this after coaching, leading, and training other top teams across North America, that the teams or the agents with the highest sales standards sell the most homes. That's a principle. Teams with the highest standards sell the most homes. But that's not entirely true. I've heard that for many years, and here's what I found to be true. The teams with the highest held standards sell the most homes. The agents with the highest held standards sell the most home. And not just the highest held standards, but the highest held standards over the longest period of time. So there are three types of standards that you need to have in your organization. Number one, result-based standards. These are the sales you expect them to make in a month, in a quarter, in a year, over 3 years, over 10 years, right? These are the sales you expect them to have on your team, to be on your team. And then also not just the sales, the results that you want from them, but the inputs that it takes to achieve that result. See, top performers need to know what you expect of them. They want to know, what does the leader in the organization expect of them? And top performers are going to want to exceed that expectation. Now, everyone else is going to meet the expectation because they don't want to be kicked off the team. They don't want to lose. They don't want to be abandoned. That's human nature. So you have to have result-based standards, and they need to be in writing. And people need to know what they are. And they need to know what the consequence is if they don't hit the standard. That's why you have to have the highest held standards, because if you can have the highest standard, but if you're not holding it, you're definitely not holding them accountable to that standard because you're not letting them go. See, if you set your standards way too high and no one standard, then the team know it's a false claim. It's a false standard because you're not letting everyone go. Because if you let everyone go, you'd have nobody left. Right? So the second type of standard that you need to have is a process-based standard. See, in sales, it's all results-based, but there's a lot of luck involved in sales, especially a real estate sale. So you need to have process-based. I need to be able to trust people to follow the process, work hard, and do the right steps. That I also believe that if they follow the process, the results will come. And so I need to make sure that I don't have to handhold people in my organization. I don't need to babysit them or micromanage them because I can trust them to follow the process and meet the standard of following how they've been trained. So I need to train them to the process. When you have a process-based standard, you now then are forced to train to that standard and make sure that they're proficient at that standard. So number one, results. Number two, process. Number three, core values and culture-based standards. They have to live up to the ethics and morals and the core values of your company. If they don't, you have to let them go. No exceptions. See, you could be selling 1,000 homes a year. You could be selling 100 homes a year. You could be exceeding all of the metrics that I laid out for you when it comes to performance and even process. But if you're not a good cultural fit, if you're unethical, you're immoral, I have to let you go as a leader. That is non-negotiable. See, even if you are meeting or exceeding core values and contributing to the team and you're below the result-based standard, I'm going to give you a little bit more leeway because I know it may be a matter of time because you have a good heart and you're working hard. Working hard is the process, right? Grit and overcoming objections and being good and being skillful and knowledgeable in sales is the result. And then the core values is just being a good person, someone you want to be around. So those are the three types of standards that you must have in your organization, and your team needs to know about them. Now, at my organization, we have standards. In real estate sales, we expect 12 to 14 sales in your first year. Your second year, you should be up to 18 to 24 homes per year. We expect you to prospect and follow up 3 hours a week, 3 hours of prospecting, 3 hours of follow up. And I know people are going to say, Nick, that's way too low. Really? Well, I've been able to hold that over a decade. So show me your standard and then show me that you can hold that for 10 years and let me know how my standard is, because 3 hours of follow up and 3 hours of prospecting over a 10-year period is absolutely incredible results. See, it's not going balls to the wall, beast mode all the time. It's like, what's the highest level of output that I can maintain over the longest period of time? That's your standard. If you guys like this video, like, comment, subscribe. If you like this video and you want to learn my 5 buyer scripts, check out the video that I've shot before. I also reacted to Tom Ferry's video. Check out the other videos that we have in here and share it with someone that is also running a team that you collaborate with.